Hey Grayson, this is Brian from Leadhounds, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can start doing today to start to bring in more customers to your business through your website. Okay, now you might be asking yourself, well, why would Brian show me these 3 things for free? Can't I just go do them myself and take advantage of the extra business? And the answer is yeah, you definitely can do that. But what I've found is that most businesses don't have the time to worry about perfecting their website or worrying about coming up on Google searches. So if you do have the time, that's great. I encourage you to use what you learned in this video. But if not, and you like what you see, just give me a call or shoot me an email after you watch and we can talk about next steps. Okay, so I mentioned those 3 strategies that you can do to bring in more people to your website. But what are we actually talking about here? What's the goal of those strategies? And that's going to be centered around what's called buyer intent keywords. So that's basically a word or a phrase that a person will search when they want to pay for a service. So I know Solar SME serves a few different areas. I saw Texas on there, and you guys are located in Grand Prairie. So I decided to search solar panels Dallas. I thought this would be a good relevant keyword for you guys. And now we can look at what comes up. We have the paid ads. We're not going to talk about those in this video. Then we have the map section, which we'll come back to. And finally, the organic listings. So when people search stuff like this, solar panels Dallas, most of the website traffic, so most of the clicks are going to go to these top 3 organic listings, right? And you can see some of your competitors in here: Sunrun, DFW, Solar Electric. Then if we scroll down, I'm not seeing Solar SME here. We can go all the way to the bottom. I think we're on the next page now. And there's no Solar SME. So basically you're missing out on all of the customer traffic that's going to be going through from searches like this. So you might ask yourself, well, how many people is that really? And we can take a look at this tool I use called Ahrefs to get search data. And if we scroll down, we can see that keyword right here, solar panels Dallas. And Ahrefs tells us that that gets 1,100 searches every single month. And if you look down this list, we got another 800 here, 500 for all these related searches. So there are literally thousands of people searching for your service every single month. And if you're not at the top of those rankings, those top 3 spots, you're really not going to be getting any website traffic. So we can take a look at where you do rank for those keywords. And I searched Solar SME in Ahrefs, and you actually come up for a lot of keywords. But let's take a look at them. And we'll search by position. And here, so you have basically, your business name at the top, Solar SME. So that's good. But if we scroll down here, we're already getting to like 5, 6, 7. You're getting to the 2nd, 3rd page of Google here, and nothing is really a buyer intent keyword. So these words are not going to be driving new customers to your business. Right now we're into the teens, like 13, like nobody's going to click on those websites. And if we look at DFW, we'll look at their keywords, and they're in the top few spots for those keywords. Solar panel Dallas, right? That one we looked at before. They're in the 4th spot, and if we actually look at the search results here, they're really in the 2nd spot. So we got the local map pack and the frequently asked questions here. And then they're in the 2nd spot right after Sunrun. So really these 2 businesses are going to be getting all the clicks from all these keywords. Now, how can you beat them out and get that top spot? So that comes back to those 3 strategies I mentioned at the start of the video. And the first of those is going to be the content on your website. So what do I mean by content? Well, what Google wants to see from its top businesses is at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content that actually uses those keywords like solar panels Dallas. So if we look at solarsme.com, we'll scroll down. The website looks, really professional, and you have a good bit of content here. So if we scroll to the bottom, but it's only probably a couple hundred words, right? And if we look over at your competitor, DFW, we can scroll to the bottom for them as well. They don't actually have very much either, probably only a couple hundred. So that's a good thing though. That means that just by adding those 1,500 to 2,000 words, using those keywords we want to target, we'll be able to beat them out for sure. Okay, so on to the second thing. That's going to be what's called backlinks. So a backlink is when another website posts a link to your website. And what that does is it tells Google that you are, one, a credible business, and two, that you're relevant to whatever someone searched or whatever the backlink article is about. So we can see you have 303 backlinks. That's actually a lot. So that's a great start. But we can look at your competitor. They only have 93. So why are they beating you out if you have 3 times as many backlinks as them? Well, the thing with backlinks is it's not all about quantity. It's also about quality, right? So we can go in here and take a look at your backlinks. And one thing that I noticed right away is if you look at these do follow links column right here, all these ones with a 0, basically the website set up the link so that it's not giving you any search engine power, right? So these basically don't count towards making you climb higher in the rankings. So you can see there's a lot of zeros there. Then another thing to look at is the anchors. So this is going to be the text on the backlink website that actually goes to your website and has the URL in it. So you have your business name, you have your URL. Those are good things to have. You want to have a good mix. But what it looks like is missing here is those buyer intent keywords. So you want to have a good mix of backlinks that go to your website from the keywords. And that tells Google that you're relevant to those keywords. So those are a couple reasons why you might be getting beat out by someone who doesn't even have nearly as many backlinks as you. All right, so one more thing I wanted to talk about is that Google Map Pack, right? I'm sure you've seen this a bunch of times. In the search results, you have the Google Maps right here, and then you have these 3 featured businesses. Now, these are going to be super important because these top 3 businesses get like 30 to 40% of the website traffic that comes from these searches. So you want to be in these top 3. And how do we do that? Well, one thing we can do is add citations to your Google Maps listing. And that's basically a backlink that goes to your Google Maps profile instead of your website. So then there's a couple other things we can do. We can optimize your images in order to give you higher rankings on Google. And we can fill out your Google Maps profile in a way that we know Google likes, right? They like things to be done a certain way. They want everything filled out, so we can do that. All right, Grayson. So those are the 3 things I wanted to talk about. Again, it's the content on your website, 1,500 to 2,000 words with those keywords in there. It's those backlinks, getting backlinks that are going to work well for you, doing them right. And I can tell you that LeadHounds owns a network of websites that are specifically built for backlinking. So they're going to give you that extra search power. And finally, it's going to be that Google Map Pack, getting you in those top 3 featured businesses to get you that extra traffic. All right, Grayson. So thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful to you. If you like what you saw, give me a call or shoot me an email after you're done watching, and we can talk about next steps. Thanks. Have a good day.